All right, DSM people. The first portion that I shot of this was lost, so we don't have the tight anymore. But that is 25 thousandths on the second ring. I left one ring top and bottom, took the video, and then it got lost. So this is 25 thousandths on the bottom ring. This is an 85 millimeter stock with a 0.5 millimeter overbore on some DNJ pistons and rings just to get this thing on the road finally after having it for about 2 years. So, where I'm at with it is the rings, the top and bottom ring are done. I have the rods from the machine shop that were pressed on. I have my head. Well, I thought that was a good running head, but I had it sitting there, so I cleaned the surface up. I showed this one was all nasty, and I'm having problems with two heads that I thought were good. So this one, I lapped in 14 of the 16 valves. There's only 4 or no, 12 of the 16 valves. There's only 4 exhaust valves that I didn't lap in because they didn't really leak. But when I did lap these in, I think that somebody has heated this too much, and it's also evident by the service plug for for decking. This one is a whole lot shallower than this one. This one has more of a divot than this one. So, and then this one is like, ooh, even more. So this is a warped head. This is a warped head that I got for free from a buddy uh, when I first got started in the DSM game. So thanks, Jake. That was a good thing. You gave me lots of extra parts. You gave me 3 head castings. So I put all the good lifters that I have in this one. I lapped 12 of the 16 valves in, and they all seep just a little bit, even the ones that I didn't lap. So I really don't want to run this head. I just don't have the money to take that nice, clean head that is not warped, obviously, from the service indicators. And it's still real clean, and I just need to get a 3-angle valve job and some new valves, because those are the best looking valves that I have out of 3 or 4 different 6-bolt head castings. But I really just want to I want to get this car on the road. So what I think I'm going to do is just put that head on the back burner, get some Kigley Springs retainers and some new titanium valves, or at least stainless steel valves. And I guess I'm going to go through this thing one more time and try and lap them in with some finer compound. Found some 7-stage diamond compound on Amazon. So we'll try that, I guess. But I don't want to put this on that after I get the short plot all done tonight, if this is just going to leak and cause issues and not run. And yeah, I don't want to just burn a valve on a decent, I mean, it's not even really a decent head casting. The head casting is pretty much screwed because I can tell that it was warped before it was cast, or before it was decked. This is shallow. This is shallower, and this is kind of deep. So it was a warped cast when it was decked the last time before I got my hands on it. Anyway, I'm gonna check my oil scraper rings, for clearance. And then after that, I should be okay to pull this thing back apart for the second time. And then I pulled that apart 2 times. So let's just handle business and make sure things go good. But anyway, that is the fuel rail from my car. There's a little battery back here to run the fuel pump out of this little fuel can. I need to get some carb clean so that I can clean injectors. That's what these little bottles here are for. And then I want to get all 4 of the injector plugs and either a little solenoid relay to pulse them, or what I found is out of the stuff that I have is this is a little 12-volt adapter for this little rotary tool. I think that one was from Harbor Freight, Drill Master, I think. But this thing doesn't quite have enough oomph to engage the injectors all the way for long. It acts like a flasher. So I don't know. I may use this wired up in series. I don't know how it's going to work, but if I use that power supply hooked up in series with these, or not series, but parallel. Yeah, in parallel. Positive, positive, negative, negative, and just to that as a power supply. It should just flash. I don't know how fast. When I hook it up to one, it flashes pretty steadily. About on for a second, off for 2 seconds, or about on for a second and a half, on for a second, off for a second and a half. It's pretty even. So I tested all of these and they do flow okay. One of these injectors that I have in here was one of the ones that came off of my car, and it's got a broken pintle tip, so I got to get a rebuild kit. So I might as well just get 4 rebuild kits and rebuild these. They do flow okay. So I'm just going to clean them and see where it goes from there. They're 450s. I'm going to upgrade everything later. I'm still going to just run the 14B for now. I do have a front mount that's ready to go on. And yeah. This is fun, but it's also a little bit of a labor of love because I thought this was a good head. Came off a running car, actually. And I thought that was a good head because it was all nice and clean. And I thought I'd be able to get the valves lapped in, but no. Okay, 3-angle valve job on that head. And I'm going to lap these in one more time. We'll check back.